June, Jesus unlocks new experiences. A 30-day experience with the greatest person ever.
So these days you might have seen a whole lot of action around the women empowerment move and drive. I mean, people have all sorts of ideas and thoughts about it. I personally believe that there's the glory of the man and the glory of the woman, and that the glory of the man belongs to the man, the glory of the woman belongs to the woman. And somebody might be asking, but I'm a woman. Is there any hope for me in a world that seems to favor men in terms of politics and business and the military and education and different affairs? Is there any hope for me as a woman regarding ministry, my calling, my assignment, and my gift? I feel vulnerable, exposed. I don't even know who to trust. Maybe you're that woman who's saying, I was raped when I was 7, I was dumped when I was 11, people walked out of me when I was 17, or now that I'm 27, I don't even know who to trust, the person I'm with, or my ex, or the why. In other words, why did I ever marry him or date him or go out with him? I don't know who to trust. I'm vulnerable. I don't know who I can talk to because, the last pastor I spoke to, he tried to make out with me or make a move on me. Here's what I know about Jesus. Jesus defends vulnerable women. So there was a time that Jesus was gathering and he was at this certain man's house. And whilst he was there, here comes this woman. The woman was a notorious woman in that city. People knew a lot about her past, but very little about her future. And this woman was not necessarily the moral type. In fact, she was widely considered immoral. She was a prostitute, a harlot. And she didn't have the best of reputation. But she comes with brokenness in her heart. She brings an alabaster box, precious oil, and she pours the oil at the feet of Jesus and begins to weep and wail and cry. She felt a connection to Jesus, not a sexual connection, but a deep spiritual connection, because she believed this was an opportunity for a new chapter, a new day, a new move in my life. And whilst she's pouring that expensive ointment, here comes this disciple Judas saying, well, you know what, we can save this oil, we can save the money, we can give the money to the poor. And Jesus speaks up for this woman. He says, you guys didn't take care of me when I walked into this house. You didn't treat me like a special guest. But this woman, having saved for a whole year, the historians tell us that what she poured, what she gave up that day, was a year's worth of perfume. And she pours the perfume at the feet of Jesus, and Jesus speaks up for her. She was vulnerable, she was being judged, she was being condemned, but Jesus spoke up for her. Now, you might be at that place right now where there's contention at your place of work, or maybe even your marriage. Your in-laws are acting like outlaws and people are not speaking up for you. Jesus sees your pain, your struggle, your hardship, your heartache over your husband, your children, your partner, the person you're planning to get married to, and he is speaking up for you. Can you hear his voice somewhere in the deep recesses of your spirit? Can you feel that deep-seated connection? When I say feel, not necessarily emotions and goose pimples busting here and there, even though that could happen as well. I want to assure you that no matter what the pressure is, woman, Jesus sees you and he's empowering you right now. So I pray for you, the way you've been exposed, where you've been vulnerable to the negative forces, you receive shelter and a shield of defense. I pray that those who are trying to take advantage of you will not prosper and succeed in that venture, but that God himself will speak up for you, announce you, promote you, defend you, cover you, uplift you, cover you, strengthen you, lift you to new heights of grace and goodness. If you believe that, say a big amen right where you are. You can type that in the comment box below. You can send me your testimonies and let me know how much this meant to you. And whatever you do, stand in faith, grow in faith, and keep sharing your faith, because Jesus unlocks new experiences.
June, Jesus unlocks new experiences. A 30-day experience with the greatest person ever. Visit www.askdammy.com/June.